Are you awakening? Are you healing? And are you finding yourself to be kind of fucking lonely? My name is Trish Law. I'm a trauma-informed life coach, and my job is to help you remember who the fuck you are. One of the biggest complaints I hear from people and understand completely while they're going through the awakening and healing process is that they find it to be kind of confusing and lonely, that they feel like they're a popcorn kernel that popped and they're surrounded by a bunch of unpopped kernels. Does that make sense? And to be real, the unpopped kernels are just as great as the popped kernels, but when you're the only popped kernel or feel like you're the only popped kernel, it can make you feel very confused, very lonely, and like, why the fuck is this the way that it is? Authenticity is a crazy thing. You're gonna feel better than you've ever felt, but you're also gonna experience this sense of sort of loneliness in a way that you can't quite describe. Because as we know, once you start this process, once you know what you know, you can't kind of unknow it. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't go back. Once the popcorn is popped, you can't unpop the popcorn, you know what I'm saying? So I guess the first thing I have to tell you is it's very normal to feel that way. And it's also kind of painful. And it's also beautiful. It's like this whole mixed bag of things. It's like you definitely wouldn't ever go back, but at the same time, you kind of miss it and being able to relate to people on a different level. It's like you loved country your whole life and everybody you know loved country your whole life, and all of a sudden you figured out like classical music and you're like obsessed with it, and it almost makes everything you've listened to unbearable to hear at a level, but everybody else you know is talking about country music. And there's parts of you that miss the country music and miss being able to like go to concerts with everybody at the country music. I don't even like country music, but you get my idea. How do we deal with that? Like, that's a question people ask me all the time. Like, I get it. I've practiced my authenticity. I'm working on my healing. I'm growing. I'm waking up, but I'm surrounded by people that I don't feel like understand what this is. And I feel sometimes crazy, sometimes lost, and a lot of times very lonely. And I also think people try to reconcile it like through the ego, through judgment. That's very common for people that just start healing. They're like, well, these people, I'm better than these people. And that's certainly not true. It's just a different level of consciousness. People are just doing the best they can with what they know. And at the same time, the level of self-betrayal that it often takes to maintain relationships in the fashion that we engaged with them before is almost impossible. So how do we do that? Like, how do we not pull spiritual rank on people and at the same time not betray ourselves while these unpopped kernels are in our life? This is just another stage of healing, is being able to sit in the discomfort of the space between knowing that you can't go back in the way that you were and sort of missing and having a sense of nostalgia for that, while at the same time not fully feeling like you found your people at the same time. Knowing that you can't ever go back and also unbe yourself, but at the same time still love these people dearly. It's a mind fuck. And this is a place, especially if you're new to this, where the first thing is like, I don't resonate with these people anymore. And I get that. Like, I understand that happens sometimes. But I don't necessarily think that is something that needs to be acted upon immediately. In fact, I don't think that until we get used to that new level of consciousness, it's kind of like a little fish that gets introduced to a tank that's been in a bag. You have to let yourself acclimate to this new frequency before you start, performing social surgery all over the place. Like, fucking chill out, boo. Chill the fuck out. Just begin to acclimate to this new frequency. Begin to acclimate to the loneliness. Begin to understand and begin to create a relationship with what it feels like to live in this space for a minute. I've heard people often say that when they start awakening, their family members are very confused. They typically like us better in the roles that make more sense to them. Remember, everyone's ego, the first need of the ego is certainty, and the second need of the ego is identity. And if your identity is shifting and your ability to provide a person in your life, whether it's your community, your family or your partner that sense of certainty because you can't go back to who you were in the same way again can be a little disruptive to relationships. And remember, if people haven't done self-awareness work and they feel uncomfortable, the first thing they're going to do is project it out onto the person that shifted rather than assuming responsibility for the fact that their certainties have been disrupted. And that's an opportunity for them to heal and grow. They're an unpopped kernel. They don't get that yet. And we can't judge them for not getting that yet. We have to love them for who they are. This is really hard. So lots of grace, lots of patience, lots of humility. At this stage is helpful. But if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your people. This is new for them, and it's also new for you. Everybody needs an opportunity to acclimate to all the changes. Not every relationship you have is going to survive, and that's just the way it goes when we grow. My therapist says vibrate up or vibrate out, but that doesn't mean that we still can't have kindness and grace. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You're doing great. I know it's lonely at times, but you'll find your people. I love you. I see you. You're doing an amazing job. I'll see you tomorrow.